This is Omar Miller, and you're watching the 3-Point Conversion.
Well, I think, especially with the knee soreness that he was experiencing, I just got to be cautious and watch him, early on. But he feels good. He looked great yesterday. He looked good again today. He's responded to treatment well. I'll monitor him, and I'd imagine he's probably around 5 to 6 minute runs at a time, no more than that. Where that takes us, I'm not sure, but I wouldn't anticipate more than that on his runs, consecutive runs.
Thanks.
Sam Perley.
Hey, JB, hope you're doing well. Apologize for the noise here. Just impressions of this Pistons team. What can you expect to see from Detroit in this game tonight?
Well, they've had guys out of the lineup as well, just like us. So they'll look a little different tonight. We've done as much studying and scouting as we can on them. Obviously, they play hard. They're competitive. They've got veterans. They got young pieces. Their rookies look really solid. I think they've been very pleased there. So they're big. They play big. They're big at the rim. They present us, problems. But we got to be who we are. Be who we are. Get back to playing as we played on this road trip. The biggest thing for me tonight is playing with great effort, great energy, and really taking the next step forward. That's our focus tonight. Is solid road trip, last 6 games. Now it's time to make that next step, and that begins tonight.
You find this game always kind of a challenge in terms of what to expect coming out of the All-Star break, just with having so much time off and not playing for a handful of days?
Yeah, it's always a challenge. It really is. You don't know what it's going to feel like for either team. I think we had one practice yesterday, both teams. We've been off for basically a week. Both teams had one day of practice. No shooting this morning, and now we get to go play. So it's nothing new for us. We've experienced that throughout the season. We've had 2 runs of similar looks where we've been off and we've had to come back and play. I thought we responded better last game. Tonight, I expect us to respond in a healthy way.
Thank you.
Yes.
Rod Boone.
Hey, JB, you mentioned this team started 5 as the previous game before the All-Star break. What do you like most about that start 5? And secondly, how much will, having everybody back now allow you to kind of manage minutes better second half of the season as you kind of go along here?
Yeah, I think that group's given us a good start. I like the group on the road trip. They played well together, both sides of the ball. They got to get us off to good starts. But now we got depth behind them, and it puts pressure on guys in a healthy way to continue to play well, play hard. Because if you're not, there's people behind you that are more than capable of carrying your load. And we need that. For us to take that next step, everybody's got to bring their best. That's the goal right now, is everybody's got to bring their best, and having that healthy pressure behind you does that. There's no minutes that are guaranteed here. There's capable bodies right behind you that can step in and take up those minutes. And so that's a good problem for us. It's only going to push us to be better as a group. So I like it. I like where we're at. That's healthy competition. But this group's united. They're pulling for each other. I can tell you that.
Raphael.
Hey, Coach Raphael from the 3-Point Conversion. I just got here late, so excuse me if you answered this, but going into this second half, you had a chance to really sit back, a few days to think about, everything, if you didn't just get away from basketball. But what did you learn the most about your team, just looking back at it now, that would help you in this second half of the season?
Well, we learned a lot about ourselves. I reflected, and, I think we did some good things, and there's things we have to do better, but I think having the depth to do it is going to be important. For us to be a more consistent defense, it's going to take great effort, urgency, and focus. We have to get there. That's the goal right now, is to get better defensively. And having guys that are ready to step in and play meaningful minutes off the bench is significant for our defense. And we're capable of going to defensive lineups. So it puts pressure on everybody to guard every single night. Do your job individually and collectively. Do your job defensively. We had some bright moments defensively as I look back on the season so far. I think we've been one of the better defenses in second halves. For some reason, we've been better in second halves of games. So we got to find that urgency and focus for closer to 48 minutes. When I looked at our best wins this year, it's no surprise. This isn't rocket science. When you play better for 48 minutes, you're a better team. You know, when you play for 24 minutes, 36 minutes, 40 minutes, you're not as good. And for us, we got to be more consistent. I think that's where it's going to fall for us to get to our best and to be the best team we possibly can be. It's going to come down to consistency. And a lot of that's on the defensive end. So it's going to take great effort and urgency. Offensively, I thought, you know, we did a lot of good things. We set a nice foundation for the rest of the season. We know how we want to play. I think everybody saw that throughout the first half of the season. They saw it, you know, on the road trip. We're capable of scoring points, sharing the ball, moving the ball. I like our shot profile. Now, hopefully, having more depth, we got to continue. There's no drop off when somebody comes into the rotation or comes in off the bench. It should only accelerate. Those guys are coming in fresh, motivated, and hungry. So that's what I'm looking for here in the second half.
Great. Thank you so much, JB.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you guys post game.